Man's out here with Luna and the Mushroom Tapestry. I'm just on my break from work, so I don't know. I ain't got that long. Anyway, I've got to be back on the site painting out here, trying to feed myself, and hopefully in the future more people than just a selfish intention. But you gotta fill your own cup before you can fill others, and that's kind of what I want to speak about. It's just on a whim. I haven't really prepared any of this, but I titled this "Humble Yourself." So I got my cacao here, by the way, cacao and honey, and I'm going to do a rapé shortly, so join me for the rapé, self-administration, tobacco up the nostril, fucking crazy head rush thing, so stay tuned. So, humble yourself. I've got to be quick because I ain't got that long. Basically, yeah, it's hard to articulate. I will, perhaps I'll even export some private messages that I've sent to close people to me, so you, in the future I'll have more stuff talking about just this. But basically, recently I realised, thanks to friends, one of which is Quintessence Music, who I've met recently physically. It's hard to encapsulate it all in this very quick video. I'm just trying to dash in some words quickly. So take everything everyone ever says with many grains of salt, including myself. Oh my god, where is her fucking... Quintessence actually gifted me this. I don't know who's joined now, but... so yeah, Quintessence, she, what's she been telling me? Basically, if you've been following me, I have been meaning to complete a music video for the Conscious Rapper community, right? Which is on my PC. This requires a lot of discipline. I bit off more than I chew, basically. I said, yeah, I can make you some visuals. I didn't think I was going to try so hard to make it like the best thing I possibly could. It's taken over 2 full days and it's still not done. So basically, Quintessence Music is a conscious rapper within the Conscious Rapper community that is hosted by and founded by Michael DeSouza, who's also a conscious rapper. This is his segment on the video I'm making. It's a bit laggy because it's... But anyway, yeah, don't look at my fucking desk. This is what I'm about to get into, fam. This is what I'm about to get into. So, humble yourself, because like basically, I don't want to make this long. Let me just quickly, right? So, there's a deadline. Other people are waiting on me to meet a deadline, basically, and like, because I'm having people outside of myself pressuring myself, not just me, it's like everyone's looking at me whether or not I'm going to meet this deadline, which I've already kind of missed. Sorry if I'm not being super coherent. Basically, I've got people other than myself who care about my own success now, because I have friends. I didn't used to have friends, right? I have real healthy friends now, not toxic Babylon trauma vice friends who are just using each other for drugs and shit. I have real friends now, so these real friends are pressuring me to be my higher self, basically, and they're gonna tell me what I need to know, not what I want to hear. And that's an agreement we have. We're trying to see flaws about each other and use each other as mirrors to develop ourselves, which is kind of what my whole shtick is holistic personal development, self-help, spirituality, self-understanding, awakening, etc. So Quintessence Music and Michael DeSouza and that, they're watching me be really long with this video, right? Because basically, if you're familiar with me, I've been struggling with mental health basically my entire existence. I've got to go get that sunshine while that's out. Come on, Luke. And sometimes it's not as obvious how well I am. Just going in the garden. But basically, like, this is such an awful video. It's such a bad time to do it. Fuck's sake. But yeah. So that the deadline's coming up for this video, right? And I have been kind of down bad, like not in the most positive frame of mind, and I've been struggling with discipline and finishing the video for the deadline. I'll be getting stoned, smoking weed, been going into depressive ruts, etc. Now's really not the time for this video. Fuck's sake. Alright. I'll just try and explain it and do the happy and then I'll leave. I don't respect the viewer's attention span. But this dovetails, it's actually like synchronistic nearly. This is what I'm on about. It's basically... Alright, I ain't got time to go over the whole concept, but just quick time. It's literally myself, yeah, because I realise... I knew that I was flawed, yeah? I knew I was flawed. Everyone's flawed in some ways, right? It depends. It depends who you ask about who. But the ego can play games and tricks where, like, basically I didn't know how flawed I was. People have been catching me up on that, and if you're young, if you've struggled with addiction somewhat recently, if you are kind of fearful about the future of your success or personal development, whether or not you're going to quote unquote make it, if you've struggled with discipline, especially if you're a young lad, but not inherently, if you're on that personal development treadmill, or if you are waiting for yourself to finally put stuff into action, be wary of pride and ego. Very slippy, tricky games sometimes, but basically, like, I'm not going to let myself think that I'm cool until I've actually made something big. Like, just because I watch a video and think I get things that people don't understand, or I take some mushrooms and think that I'll realise, like, yeah, fragments of that is true to an extent, likely, but I need to actually, like, build something, kind of, where, like, there's nothing I can do that will make me realise that I'm super sick. I know that obviously I'm God and everyone's God and stuff, so we are super sick, but what I mean is, I don't feel I deserve. I do feel like I deserve a lot because I've suffered so much, but what I mean is, like, that in my life I've suffered, but I just mean, you know, you kind of get what you deserve. Like, I feel like I have to put in the work in order to reap the fruits. So just humble yourself, basically. Don't be prideful if you have nothing to show for it in a way. Confidence is developed through experience. You're not just confident off the get-go. You've got to know that you're capable through the trials and tribulations, and that is how confidence is developed. So, yeah, I don't know, it's just, yeah, recently I've humbled myself, where I realise I'm young, yeah, I realise I'm ignorant, and that I realise I have been very flawed, and the people around me want the best for me, but basically it helps. I found it hard to describe on a whim super quick here. I guess it wasn't the best time to do that, but it helps. Basically, the way I see it is, like, me, who I am, who my character is. I haven't actually, like, awfully seriously developed myself ever. I've tried on and off, but what I mean is, like, I know that, like, recently I've had clashes with selfishness and bad habits and pettiness and this, like, bitch mentality and shit, right? So if I haven't, like, absolutely like, I might have, like, temporarily transcended it in some God consciousness awakening shit. But what I mean, going upstairs, is, I know that, like, my lower self is still in me because I haven't completely worked it out of me, where, like, I know that I'm deeply flawed, or I have been, but there's nothing that stops me from taking, like, complete ownership and responsibility in the present moment and reinventing myself now. And a lot of it is, it has a lot to do with the metaphysical connection with the omnipresence of God.
Hello, baby.
For me, it does anyway. I'm dropping my limiting thoughts. Illuminati Congo's new albums really helped me a lot. Mark, I don't know how to pronounce it, to be fair, but I know, like, that whole album nearly off by heart now. Like, it's a really sick album. I pray a lot now. I try to be in alignment. I see my thoughts from the outside. I don't cling to my thoughts. I just surrender to, like, basically consciousness, and it seems like when you do that, and if you put your faith in the Most High, so to speak, it will allow you to make the most of this dream if you choose to take it on, which I think is the wise choice. I don't think we can escape this. I don't think we can escape consciousness, so we best somewhat go with it to an extent. Yeah, I do gotta go pretty fucking soon. Right, let's do the happy. So, yeah, it's just, trying my best to just be better, not to have my ego get in the way. Because what I mean is, by humble yourself, is like, basically, when people criticize you or me, the ego's tendency is to defend because of survival. Like, if someone criticizes me, I can want to say, yeah, but you do the same thing, which is semi-valid. It depends how they criticize you, if they're attacking you, or if they're trying to be constructively criticizing, or if they're projecting. But, like, instead of getting defensive and, like, basically realize, this is basically the key point of this video, is, like, a lot of people's criticisms about you or me are correct. So don't defend people when they criticize you. Understand that you are actually causing probably most of your problems. Where, like, metaphysically, what is the victim mentality? Is it even possible? Do we choose this incarnation? Is the law of attraction valid? Are we literally, like, because when you take things like psychedelics into consideration, nothing's real. So yeah, basically, the way I see myself at the minute, and anyway, I'm gonna sum it up now. I haven't done a brilliant job, but basically, I see myself as code red. I actually feel like this, like, urgency illuminating my body of, I'm not who I'm meant to be. I fucked up. I did fuck up. But it's not that, like, a lot of you, I don't know how deep a lot of you have gone with depression, but I feel like a lot of why I'm misunderstood, is because my depression went so fucking deep that, like, it's existential, it's metaphysical, it's solipsistic depression of, like, where nothing is real, and that is when you spiral. So anyway, look, I'll just pray. I don't really know how to pray, but look, this is how I go about it these days, more and more with time. Just take everything with grains of salt, kind of, but I mean the signal within the noise, I mean deeply, so it's kind of personal, but I don't know what I'm about to say or do, but look, I don't know who's joined now, fuck you. Basically, I don't care, I'm not gonna pretend no one's here. Like, I fucked up, I've been a dickhead in my past, so this is how I tend to go about it somewhat to an extent. It's like I don't know what I'm about to do because I don't really know how to pray, it's kind of new to me, but I don't know, it's just like, look, when I say Lord, God, omnipresence, it's just the fucking thing that I am. I am dependent on life force. It's like, again, I don't really know what I'm doing, but it's just like, I will try my best for everyone, for every life. I want the best for all life forms. If I can just bring joy to a single being for a second, that means the world to me. So let me be an instrument to relieve suffering of other beings, potentially, if they even exist. I fucked up in the past. It's not inherently my fault. I've been selfish, I've been blind, I've been ignorant, I've been pursuing limited thoughts. I was the authority who decided to get addicted. At the end of the day, you are deciding your addictions to an extent. I don't know. Hey, whoever you are. Sorry, I've only just seen your comment. Hi. But yeah, I gotta go in a second, so I'm sorry. I ain't got time for this. But yeah, it's literally look, I'm sorry to myself for not loving. It's literally like I give myself to my higher self. It's like yeah, my lower self. I'm completely like from my lower self, from my separation, I'm completely at the mercy of the force that created me. Like, I have to give myself to like what I'm owned by. For often, yeah, it's weird time to say it, but it depends. It depends. You don't know how fucked mental health can get. Look, do you understand what it means to lose your mind? If people can supposedly lose their mind, what is their experience of that? How does that happen? You don't know how deep it goes, man, but I don't know. Look. Anyway, I'm developing a connection with God. I'm learning to love God. I am God. Everything is God. Right, let's do this happy because I ain't got time to waste anymore. My break is about to be over. So yeah, I just apologize for my sins. Right, I've fucked up. I know I've been selfish in the past. I take responsibility now, and I swear I'm literally in the midst of going through like a deeply religious transformation. Anyway, here's the happy. So do I really have time? Fuck's sake, I kind of don't. You know what? Maybe you can come with me. Should I take you with me? Do you wanna come with me a bit to my work, to an extent? Okay, let's go. Right. Oh, she knows. See, my dog doesn't like me leaving. She's like, go where? She don't want me to leave. I haven't really got time to do the happy though, to be honest. I got to go back to work. So that's a virtue. At least I'm not sacrificing my job for the happy. I'm doing some honest work at the minute. It's just cash in hand for labour. Just manual labour. Rarely for a friend. Family. Who are you to know anyway? I'm just saying, yeah, it's a lot healthier for me to be working. Yo, how's it going? I'm about to disappear for the most part and go towards my work. So, what am I talking about? I don't know. What a great video. Sorry, I literally don't know what I'm on anymore. Hello, baby. Do you want to come downstairs? You're going to make this easy for me? You're not going to make me pick you up and take you down? You coming down? Come on. I really wish I could do this video more, but like, yeah, this is kind of stuff that just kills me. It's like, look, I probably chose my incarnation, but it's like, I choose an incarnation. Like, this happens, so I'm on my break here at work, and I've come back on my break, and then like when I try to go back to work, my doggy, she she doesn't like me going back to work, so she like hides and stuff and makes me late sometimes. just stuff like that, like how you seemingly incarnate as a victim to your environment. It's like, I incarnate with this like dog. Like, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be a victim. I'm not complaining. I'm not trying to complain anyway. I kind of am. But it's just there's so much like bullshit. Like it seems like you're a victim to life. You just get born and then you just like, you know what I mean? Like see through the absurdity of your predicament in an existential manner where like you literally incarnate on a whim and then like the whole world just like presents you with loads of like an endless to-do list and you're supposed to just get on it while all of culture denies any existential question, basically. Like, no one around you is even like questions anything at all. Everyone just gets on with life. You just get born into a busy society and then you're just expected to like go along with it with no questioning. And that's what hurt my soul. But that pain ultimately led me on a soul search to like what's the meaning of it all. And then ultimately I found God and love. And obviously you and I, the Godhead, the center, the self chose this, because how could it have not have chose it? Like there's no authority outside of the center. It has to do it itself, because there's nothing outside of itself that is going to do it. I don't know. Anyway, it's time to disappear. So, if you bear with me 2 seconds, we'll go on a walk and we'll do this happy thing. I'm sorry, are you okay? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Come on, baby, come on. Yeah, it's shit like this, man. Sorry, I gotta go, I guess. It just makes me resent, like, God, nearly. I don't like. I'm gonna repent from my resent, but it's like, bro, I need to go. I need to go back to work, bro. My lunch is over. Stop hiding under the fucking slide. This like low vibe dog. Like I don't even understand why fucking people in Babylon are buying fucking genetically modified dogs. I do, because ultimately I love the dog, and that's fuck. I gotta go, man. Fuck's sake. Alright, I love you. See you later.